Alright, welcome to Real Men Wear Kilts TV. I'm Patrick Joey. Hope you all are doing well tonight. Tonight we're playing Madden NFL 20. Again, we're playing as the Oakland Raiders, who are now the Dublin Celtic Tigers in the game. And we are still exploiting the game feature that allows you to basically make an unbeatable team using stock players. So, yeah. Anyways, so before we get started, I want you all to check out Javelin. Javelin is an awesome nonprofit organization that helps provide service dogs and train service dogs for veterans and first responders. They're based out of Omaha. My dog Freya just went through it to become a service dog for me, and it's an awesome program. Definitely check them out. Also, check out Alpha Nerds Guild. Alpha Nerds Guild is an awesome nonprofit organization as well. They use gaming as a form of therapy for military, veterans, first responders, law enforcement, former first responders, former law enforcement, to help us deal with unique issues that are very common and in some cases rather unique to that community. Great organization. In fact, speaking of them, we're going to be doing here at Real Men Wear Kilts TV, we're going to be doing a 24-hour marathon stream of Call of Duty Modern Warfare, both Warzone and multiplayer modes, on Veterans Day to raise money for Alpha Nerds Guild. So be looking for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a long haul, but it's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully we can raise some money for an awesome organization. Also, check out Shellshock CBD. Shellshock CBD is a great company that provides various CBD products for at a great price. You can check them out. If you got pain, anxiety, PTSD, depression, a whole slew of different conditions that CBD has been known to help with, sleeping problems, any of that stuff, check out Shellshock CBD. Use code Patrick, save 10% off your order, and hey, it's a win-win. You guys save 10% and possibly get a little relief, and I get a little kickback if you use my code. Go lay down. Sorry about that. I think my dog needs to go out. My dad's going to take it. Anyways, like I said, check out Shellshock CBD. Again, use 10% off. Use code Patrick for 10% off your order. Awesome organization. Definitely check them out. With that, we are going to jump into Madden NFL 20. And yeah. Let's do it. Alright, so before we get into the game, we're going to go ahead and use our little exploit here to bump up 2 more of the players. Now, I'm also increasing their size, which doesn't actually do anything, but it really doesn't do anything game mechanics wise. It just makes it that more daunting, though, in appearance. Okay. Edit player. Okay, we got a right end. Here. Let's go here. We're going to bump them up to 7 foot as per usual. And we're going to bump them up to 367 sounds good. I'm going to increase the size of his pads. Just because we can. And then we're gonna bump up his stats here, making him 99 overall on everything. All right. And yes, some of these stats have nothing to do with his position, but screw it. Like I said, this is just a simple exploit game. I mean, they didn't want us to abuse it. They shouldn't have put it in here. Actually, I think what we'll do is we'll do one player in between each game. And also, just so I can prolong their contract and save the team some money. I always edit this as well. I gotta have the worst paid team. Okay. Just got the college players here. Spend our points here. Okay. Yeah, spend these points here. Then at least you know what you're dealing with. Always gotta do this. That was scouting points. Okay. I just scout as many people
Now
as I
let's
can.
take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
All right. Don't play the full 60-minute experience, but we'll probably end up not going all the way with it. Okay, playing Tampa Bay. Brady's new team. Glad him and Belichick are no longer together. I was getting tired of Patriots Super Bowl wins, or even them just being there. All right. How high are we going to rack up the score in the first quarter? In the first half?
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the...
I don't kick on this game.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make
You'll hear a lot of
2nd and 12.
losses on the plays.
I like the strategy.
By the
Extra tight
offense.
ends, extra beef. They
Well,
want to
the
run
other team's offense.
But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run with Howard. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Winston. And unable to connect, incomplete. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now Brown. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense, they're going to have an excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Hell yeah. Let's do it. I chose the wrong point to cut there and screwed myself over.
Great initial field position. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it. It gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And touchdown. Tyrell Williams His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went back.
Sometimes that works, sometimes it don't.
Fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15.
Where the hell did that come from?
They go with Howard to begin the drive.
Nope.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught by Mike Evans. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards.
I was right on the line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Ooh.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Jameis to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been an interception there.
Are we on the same page
all
here?
right,
Because I think they
this.
have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you've evolved.
Yeah.
You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. With it is Brown. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And bulldozing through multiple. Does the big boy have the juice? 30. And a touchdown. Josh Jacobs, touchdown number 22 on the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree.
That's what I call one and out.
Because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and run it here. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles Sims, you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Off the play fake, Winston.
Oh!
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The product of Jersey City, Tahir Whitehead on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long for Winston.
Oh!
Pressure again, and down he goes again. Maurice Hurst, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team...
Sure, we back him up again.
This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Okay.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And taken right at the 35. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got the first down.
Oh!
Big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after.
That's good.
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their
Always
lead.
expect a fake.
They snap the ball from the 15 for a regular PAT, yet they fake it and get it. Is the kicker's leg tired? What's going on here?
I don't know, but defensively, now...
Honestly, I suck with the game mechanic for the kicking.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's a bootleg with Winston. And Winston lost the football.
Oh, defensive touchdown.
Going the other way.
I get a lot of these.
Fumble back for a touchdown.
An unusually large amount of
Give
these.
some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for him.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
It's all good. It's all good, though. It's all good.
Short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Oops. Oh, I'm going to have to actually kick this one.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
See, that's why I don't kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at the 40. To throw, Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing
Let's try and return left.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down.
Let's go. 10-2 stop. 3 butt. Shoot.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Boom.
How about that? Their quarterback doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal.
Oh,
Like right
so close.
And he gets half a player down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
As the field.
Blue ready. We want it. Come to my world. Let's go.
First down, Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. The rookie first-rounder Jonathan Abram there to knock it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Winston, and this is going to be incomplete.
If they can't get to the end zone, they ain't going to win. The way I look at it. That's my philosophy.
Defense for having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Return medal.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returning it is Moore. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Ain't gonna matter.
Position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Oh,
shit. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. What is going on here? 4 first-quarter touchdowns. Unbelievable. As his guys continue to pour it on.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays, here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point.
It was a 95-yard touchdown followed by running touchdown followed by a 2-point conversion.
And they return it. That's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Play action now. Winston.
Oh!
And down he goes. Max Crosby. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, he doesn't look happy.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They go counter with Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing.
Hey, the further I knock them back, the easier it is when they turn the ball over to me.
Despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He finds Howard complete. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Here's our return left.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting
I'm gonna keep running this until they stop me.
We're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, 81 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to.
One guy just threw his helmet.
One, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead.
I just wanted to go for 2.
2-point try had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
This is just the first quarter, and we're already up 50-0. At this rate, we're going to be over 100 points before the end of the half. Like, we're on pace for over 200 point game.
A first down throw for Winston. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball.
Now I'll super sim before it gets that ridiculously high.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One of my little guys did it. All right.
Starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston.
Well, it's about to be 4th and a mile, so.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Turn middle.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. This is taken at the 18.
Oh, yeah. Dive just for effect. Didn't even have to bring my offense out. Return team did the job for me.
Maybe the best receiver in the game. Why would you risk
go lay
it
down
on special teams? I think we just saw why.
I was just going to say Exhibit A.
Lay down, Freya.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They're going to try and run. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game that 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed? They go play action. Winston looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete.
Oh,
Showed off the
he was just surrounded.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Winston. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
That was a blitz.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Return middle.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. Pulled in at the 24.
Couldn't find that opening I wanted.
A net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Here we go.
When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh!
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Set. 18 Gator. 45. I got him.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Unable to corral him, he fights through. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Antonio Brown with his second touchdown in this opening quarter as his guys continue to pour it on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
54. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I fight.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on two more. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle, or your...
Ready. Blue lady. Three bud. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Ready to go.
On the delay, it's Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
The best play callers in any league know how to break their tendencies. They study themselves, they self-scout, and they realize most of the time you don't call a draw play on 1st and 10. So every so often you insert that play just to make the defense think, even if it's not successful.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Brown. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
In the first quarter, 66-0. We're going to do this drive, and then we'll invoke the mercy rule.
Operate from the red zone now on first down.
Well, maybe.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. They're going to look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Okay, I hit the pass button like a dozen times before that, so
tried to throw it in for 2
well,
points,
half a dozen.
He got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Okay, jump forward. Next quarter. It's still 72-0. Oh, 79-0. 85, 86, 7. Whoa. Yeah, let's keep going. Yeah, we might as well jump to the end of the game. I mean, there's no way they're coming back. Just no way.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.
That's the mercy
They
rule.
can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dublin, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn it.
Yeah, they couldn't turn around that game. I mean, granted, it was only the Buccaneers, so, I mean, yeah.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
No. Okay, we got 201 points available.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
No. The only reason this even matters to me is on the points to it. The only reason this even matters to me is I already want to start off with like players, creating more characters, players, start making them even better. I should say, yeah, that's right. Less work I have to do. Okay, next guy on the list. This guy. Tight end, no. Hold on. No, we don't need him quite that big. That's good. I like that better. Almost there. This is the boring part, but we're almost through this boring part here. I think we are going to take a quick break after this, as I'm nearly out of beer. So I'll need to refill that. You don't need to make that much money. That's good right there. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we will be back with more Room and Where Kills TV Monday Night Madden. During the break, be sure to check out Javelin, Alpha Nerds Guild, and Shell Shock CBD. If you check out Shell Shock CBD, decide to order something, please use code Patrick, save yourself 10%. And besides, I get a little kickback as well. We will be back. Just a few. Alright, we are back with more Real Men Wear Kilts TV Monday Night Madden. I'm going to put a dip in, and we will continue on. Let's just look at the standings real quick. Okay. NFL, we are rated number 1. With the Cowgirls. See, even I'm starting to mispronounce that word. It's Cowgirls. It's not the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Dallas Cowgirls. But anyways, so them, the Ponies, the Patriots, Packers, Lions, Browns. Browns are in the top 10. Lions, Browns, Chiefs at number 8, Broncos at number 9. Where's Tampa? I want to see how far down the team we just beat is. Oh, they are dead last in the league. No wonder we beat them by such a high score. Alright, let's look at the AFC. Of course, we're number 1 in the AFC. Which means we're going to be top of the AFC West, 6-0. Okay. Go ahead and play our season game. Yep, simulate the training. 60-minute full game experience. Okay, we are away again. Actually, real quick, I'm gonna jump back here real quick. I want to check something. I want to check the owner stuff. Figure out how much we're losing on away games. Okay, so we're not losing that much on away games. You play about as many away games as you play home games. I think the home games are really breaking it. Okay, so we're not doing terrible. So on a away game, we're losing 555,000. Okay, we can work with that. Merchandise went up by 1.27 million. Obviously, tickets said the same because we had 2 away games in a row. Okay, so 555,000 is what we're losing. I'm gonna write that down. Away. Because part of this game, if you're playing in owner mode, is is making sure you're making enough money on away game or on home games to offset how much you're losing on away games. Because you do lose money on away games overall. So if you're playing in owner mode, this is something you have to keep track of. Now, this may mean raising or lowering prices to draw more income out of that on merchandise and stadium food. Personally, I try to stay under the average on stadium food prices just to try and do halfway decent, but it varies. Anyways, we're gonna get back into this. All right. We're still at 326 million in funds. So, I mean, and we're gonna do some alternate stuff here. Just to mess with them a little bit. Kind of excited for the new Series X to come out too, by the way.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Turn right.
Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West.
I like the bear when they let us do the coin toss.
And the Denver Broncos. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be let out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers.
We're going to open up with the
Well,
option.
that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnist write possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
Does the big boy have the juice? Touchdown!
Now that is an opening statement. That is an opening statement.
As his guys are able to strike first here.
I'm just saying, that is a statement right there.
They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone,
First play of the game.
That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the whole crowd into it. Because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer.
That right there says we aren't fucking around.
So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. Back to throw here. And they're going to get 2 more. Got it. So that didn't take long. Quickly, 8-zip. Well, I guess the opening drive touchdown wasn't enough. They wanted 2 instead of 1 on top of that.
That's how you make a statement at the beginning of a game.
They don't want to mess around with just kicking the standard extra point and kind of letting you off the hook for giving up a touchdown. Now they want to really rub your face.
That is a statement right there on offense. Just saying. We're going to engage 8.
Clock now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell
Thunder and
is
smoke.
taking over. They're making it a little
Thunder
bit more
smoke.
difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lock, and he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
Okay.
But you have some
Okay. We're going to switch the zone blitzes.
Their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
He's almost 20 yards back.
Faking the give to Lindsay. Here's Locke. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
There we go.
The start of this game.
4th and 28 yards.
How about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack.
That might as well be
on
4th and a
down,
mile.
and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And this will be taken at the 13.
My own player got in the way there.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
A gain of 32 that time.
We're running again.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. How about that? Their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Bam.
Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback. The ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
It's just me and you.
Looking to throw.
Oh!
Zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, split the
No,
difference in the
teammate
record.
got in the way
PATs, they got the 2-point conversion.
because the teammate wasn't in the right position.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a...
Here we go, here we go. 10 over. 56. Check back, check back. Let go.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere.
Nada.
Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Anytime you call
Oh,
it
too
inside
far.
play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way. I think we're seeing it exactly here.
And they'll get it all the way up
Okay.
about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Ready. 70, Indy. You ready?
Block now on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed.
There was no coverage.
To throw on second and 10. Lock. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver. And it's third down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position,
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And that is the third.
Who says can't use a goal line defense to,
that puts him on pace. Let me do rudimentary math here.
as a blitz?
12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's Cameron Johnston.
It'd be nice if I could block the punt.
Away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10.
This is what we're gonna run. Because they can't seem to figure it out.
Whoosh.
I ran into my teammate.
A big-time gain there on the keeper.
I ran into my teammate. That would have been a touchdown.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Here we go.
And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. And an alley to run. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And touchdown. It's their quarterback. Doing it again
Bam.
with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. But he said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And
there we go.
It's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you...
Outlaw. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go.
On play action. Lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
All right.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line.
Denied.
Denied. And it's 3rd down. Well, he's picking up where he left off.
3rd and 21.
Tackle for loss there, and remember coming off the
That'd be 4th and a lot.
4 of them.
And I like how you said picking up because that means he's probably using his hands really well. I know people don't think about it a whole lot. He's got to use those to control the people trying to block him, shed them, and get to the ball carrier in the offensive backfield.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Denied.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. With it is Brown. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a first and 10 on the short side.
It's time for a play-action pass.
Here are visitors to take over on offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. Touchdown! Foster Moreau, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Must be something in the water in Dublin. Let's do a Z spot.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll drop the throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's okay, we're still up 28-0. With 7 minutes and 29 seconds left in the first quarter, so
As a former DB,
I ain't worried.
that ball when you can, don't don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know.
Forward. Possession. Combo blitz.
Down. 90 Wolf. Two times. Four down. Hit it.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsay.
Ooh, that looked like a nasty hit.
Again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He threw as he was going down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Breaks through the contact. Good blocking there, nearly sprung it. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are our visitors to take over on offense. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Ooh.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Their mobile quarterback keeping it himself from 8 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat them.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Oh.
Single.
Delay of game, offense.
Okay, double up.
And that'll set them back 5. And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
They're going to try and run here. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in the two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked.
Ready. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Say go.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Play action. Now it's locked. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Markel Lee leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. To try again after the sack. Block. He's got this complete to Hamilton. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football than to go ahead and force it and turn it into a bad play.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And does the big boy have the juice? And he cuts left, and he's got an and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
I was trying to stay out of the end zone there. I wanted to get tackled like right on the line.
These guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. Two-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job.
Down, 30 base. Come on, D.
play fake, and here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Another try after the first down sack. Locke, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Oh, safety!
Pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's pull Hail Mary just for shits and giggles.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I think X is our Huckleberry.
2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Okay.
On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true #1 receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat him.
And able to complete it to Moreau. Past the 20, 10, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Foster Moreau, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
Let's see if this works.
They'll try and run it here. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for
All right. We're going to blitz him again. Zone blitz. Engage 8.
70, Indy. Right there, 56. I'm scared. Get it.
On 1st down, Locke throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like he had a couple of different
We're going to go
options
with
as
the
far as
2
who to
deep
throw to on
gap
that
shoot.
play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Locke to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is taken at the 15. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle.
The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
Okay, that's exactly what I wanted, though.
Able to get him for a loss of about 3.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
There we go.
And their quarterback taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
All right. We're up 60-0. Super Sim. Jump forward. This quarter. Yes, we're doing another mercy rule. And to the end of the game.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Dubliners, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0.
One of these streams we're going to do like the whole full game playing just to see how high a score we. We need to take a quick break. I gotta use the bathroom again, but we will be right back. Alright, we are back with more Real Men Wear Kilts TV. We're going to do one more game and then call it a night. As you can see, we are winning like crazy. I think once we get to the Super Bowl, that's when we'll...
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
No, about not. I've improved my team just fine. Okay, 205 points available for scouting. Let's do a little scouting real quick. And we're basically out of points. Except for the 4 that we have, but we can't scout anymore with that.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Okay. Ooh, home game. Okay, this is what we need to figure out the home versus away profitability. Oh, wait, hold on, we forgot something. We forgot something. Yeah, upgrade another player. I love this game mechanic because it just, you know, I play this not to challenge myself, but more to just have some fun. And, well, what's more fun than making crazy plays? We got a cornerback here. Okay. Controller battery's so low. Well, as long as we make through this next game, who cares? Okay, Chargers at Dublin. They're gonna have some jet lag. Alright. Alright. So this is gonna help us out with figuring out how much we're making on home games, which is very important.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one, between our visitors and the Dublin Celtic Tigers. This will be taken short. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
Does the big boy have the
And we're
juice?
going to make another statement.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 66 yards. As his guys are able to strike first.
Again, you got to make that opening statement.
Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
And now a two-point conversion attempt forthcoming. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And what a way to cap off the opening touchdown drive. You go for two, and you get it.
Remember when the PAT or the extra point was a gimme, right? Not plus 99%. It's not that way anymore, so more people are willing to take a chance, go for two, and take the kicker a little bit out of the game.
Set. 390.
To the outside, that's complete
nowhere to
Williams.
go.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first
Hey,
time
Tristan,
tonight.
Madden NFL 20.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. Missed.
Touchdown! How about that? Their quarterback.
Well, I took the Oakland Raiders and moved them to Dublin, Ireland, and changed their name to the Celtic Tigers.
Partner, wasn't that long ago that when I
And then I got a custom created player in the quarterback that I use.
Just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah,
And right now we're playing the Los Angeles Chargers.
Your assignments, I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about. Assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So 2 successful.
I'm playing in owner mode.
And you know what it does?
In owner mode, you get the option to actually move the team.
Hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or taking
And
conversions.
customize the players.
Defense. You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Round 80.
Right there, 56. Keep it up,
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you...
I guess the best way would be to...
Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks
well, you do the franchise mode, and then you choose to be the owner. You have options of being either a player, a coach, or an owner, and basically it's career mode. And yeah, you decide what you want to be. And
no, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield, or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here's Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
basically, you take your favorite team, and you can move them or you can keep them where they're at. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, in other mode, you have to keep the team profitable. If you run out of money, then you lose the game, essentially. So, it's very difficult, especially when you move the team overseas.
Taken right around the 44. Powering his way forward. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Go now. 50, plant. 50 seconds. Here we go. Hit it.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback doing it again with a touchdown.
Yeah, that would be kind of weird, moving Seattle to Missouri. But I don't know, like, there's a limited number of cities that they let you move to. So I don't know if there's any cities in Missouri, but
you've got to change something on defense, don't you?
If you wanted to.
We often talk about using a spy on a quarterback who has the ability to run and maneuver outside of the pocket. Maybe they need to change that to spying him, because this many touchdowns this early, that is demoralizing for a defense. One guy breaking them down.
A throw there, but
I didn't get it, but I'm still up 22-0, so that works.
The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries, still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's only, you know, it's really early in the game. There's still 12 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first quarter.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll do a safety blitz.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Yeah, but like your options as far as where you can move a team to are really.
Get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley, refusing to go down. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Here we go, set. 18 Gator. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Five.
And he'll take it into the end end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. What is going on here?
I don't know if Springfield's an option. I mean, you'd have to look.
And his guys find a way to
I got an old video where I actually moved the team on my YouTube channel. And I think I go through all the different options. So if you go back and watch that one, you might be able to figure out where you can move the team. That would be Real Men Wear Kilts TV, but on YouTube.
There's no doubt.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for two. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more. Completes it to Benjamin. A 10-yard pickup.
One pass me.
Charger first down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On second down, Rivers again. No hit, and Rivers lost the football. It's going the other way.
Oh!
Set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
I'd have to look, but it'd be the earliest Real Men Wear Kilts TV video with Madden NFL. It would be labeled that way. When I get done with this game, I can look real quick and I can show you. Give everybody a little behind the scenes, so to speak. But let me finish this game here real quick and I'll figure out what video it is. Oh, we're going to call timeout.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point.
Yeah, like I said, I'll find the thing there.
They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
Yeah, I know. I
gotta see that.
dirt on that one.
Something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield.
He's actually have 3 lines and see 2 squares.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, 3rd and long. Play fake.
Yeah, it was about to be 4th and a mile. I knew that was going to work.
I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
Shit, if we had backed them up any further, we probably would have got, yeah, I'm on Xbox. If we backed them up any further, though, that would have been a
on is the Chargers punter now, as he's on
safety.
to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Brown. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Snap.
Whoosh.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt.
Well, here's the thing. I'm also slowly modifying each of the players to make them 7 foot and over 300 pounds, and also maxing out all their stats. Basically exploiting a game mechanic that they built in.
Let's go. 70, Indy.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Let's go.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. As his
But it'd still be kind of cool to see Russell Wilson and Lamar Jackson versus this.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course the pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Well, here's the thing. I did an experiment, like, I don't know, back when they first started letting you do this, in that previous version, where you can make everybody like, I think it's like 5 foot or something like that is the shortest they'll allow, and like the lightest weight possible. As long as you max out the stats, they're gonna go crazy. Oh, really? That's cool. Play football. Seriously, you should. Well, why not? Either that or rugby. Rugby's tough where there's no pads.
Now Gordon on first down. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And our statistician Ben Ramsar just held up 3 fingers.
Yeah, I mean,
he now has 3
you definitely got some height on you and some weight on you at that age. I would recommend playing either football or rugby or both.
What you're hearing is,
I bet you you'd be good.
Block him, come up with a scheme, come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's just.
I mean, do you play any sports at all, or?
They go play action. Rivers.
I mean, I suppose basketball is an option too. No, I'm not a big fan. Hockey would be an option. Okay, cool. What are you playing football?
They're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offense.
Like, what position do you play?
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Really, one of the smaller men on the line?
It's Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly.
You must go to school with some big boys. If that's the case.
So we have to remember this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Oh, he was all over me like white on rice.
A single yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Okay.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they'll just be looking to build off the confidence of the last
you work hard, you keep the grades up because, obviously if you don't keep the grades up, you're not going to be able to play. But you work hard and...
Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now. And they
definitely work hard, hit that gym. I mean,
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Always keep in mind someone's going to work 10% harder than you, so you better work 10% harder than them.
Fights through and now a crease. And now the spin. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And touchdown. A big play there. 62 yards.
All right.
His guys
All right.
continue to pull
All right.
on. And partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in
Hey man, like you said,
like we've never seen before.
somebody's always going to be working 10% harder than you, so you need to make sure you work 10% harder than them.
From all the touchdowns scored today,
which means you always got to try and get that extra 10%, 10% more, 10% more, 10% more. You leave everything you got out there.
He's going to reward the rest of the offense.
You'll do good
after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Blitz coming and down he goes.
Yeah, that's something I don't like about the Xbox. There's a little bit of, when I'm streaming to my computer and then out to you guys, there's a little bit of like latency. So I'll hit the pass button a dozen times, but
they were ready.
Okay. All right. You got some big boys on your team. your school offer rugby at all? It's a good cross train. Just to let you know, I mean, it is a good cross train.
Down. 60 outlaw. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hit it.
He's got a first down past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. The keeper there turning into a big play of 23 yards, and it moves the sticks. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
I hear you. Are there any bigger towns near you that maybe offer as a U19 club?
They can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
I'm just saying, it's a good cross train. I mean, if you can, get into a club team or something like that, I'd recommend it.
Territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, he currently stands second in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to first.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're second and you want to be first, that type of...
No, bottled up.
Oh.
It's out. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers.
Oh, crap. Get him.
He's at the 50. And he will take this.
That don't happen very often.
48-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
This is
a great website to go to is USA Rugby. And if you go on there, you can find U19 teams that are club teams. And you can probably find some in your area. I don't know what state you live in, but I'm sure there's something within easy driving distance, I'm sure. I mean, there's teams all over the country, so.
It's Gordon. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now Gordon, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Yikes,
but if you go on USA Rugby site, you might be able to find something.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating. Right. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? People say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Third and long for Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Nice.
Markel Lee.
Nice. I like that.
Get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And
no good. Nada. Denied.
It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot.
Okay, we're going to throw him off.
There's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. he wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. He's going to look deep down the field, and this is caught inside the 5. And a huge play that time, 46 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
And of course, we're going to use our quarterback to score.
Now on 1st and goal.
You're not ready. Be river.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another touchdown. Did you have any doubt? Did you have any doubt that would be a touchdown?
As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that
this is going to have to invoke our mercy rule, which is super sim to the end of the game.
I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Yeah. We might go to the fourth quarter.
And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2.
Hey, growth spurt, man.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Why kick when I get 2 more, for 1 point when I get 2 more points just that readily? Really? You set a world record? Damn. That's cool. Oh, I accidentally.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Set a world record.
Automatic first down.
What record did I set? Or did I miss something?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Yeah. This is nothing. This is nothing. Yeah.
On play action, Rivers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, we're going to jump to the fourth quarter. This is getting ridiculous.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game.
We're going to jump forward to the fourth quarter. I'm not sure how much mercy I want to give them. Let's do a Hail Mary. We're going to do just a straight Hail Mary.
50 plant. We own them. We own them. Now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going deep. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
We'll play a couple downs with, or a couple possessions with this, and then we'll send to the end of the game.
So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try to run it with Jacobs. And boy,
hey, bigger, faster, stronger.
He's into the
Some of my linemen, they're all like 400 pounds.
They're going for two up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played.
Well, the ones that I've modified so far are 7 foot, 400 pounds.
Going for two late in the game, and I asked one of the guys, "Why?"
Black 15! 56! Watch the screen! Pass!
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked
7
multiple
foot.
times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. LaMarcus Joyner able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with it. And time tonight, he's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles from him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback.
I have no idea if anyone's that tall in the NFL, but Madden only lets you go up to 7 foot, though. So.
In for 6.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
They'll try to run it with Jacobs.
Oh.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for
It's okay. I'm going to be up over 100 here soon.
We can sit up here and dance around it a little bit. But going for 2...
Green 90, 180.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key the tight.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Yeah.
Another incompletion. You know, it's
the NBA's got some tall boys there. I mean, playing, but
think about it much in a game like this. But he's
I'm not big into basketball, but yeah, I know they got some pretty tall dudes in there.
Not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw again on second down. Rivers.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough.
Okay.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards.
Do a shotgun pass. We're going to do halfback angle.
Ready, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When you go to the backup, let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3
here's the
games
thing.
in a row.
You know,
Blowouts.
it ain't
And none of them
that
did the
ain't
starting
what you need.
quarterback ever come out of the game
You know,
for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance,
You
I
need
asked
that.
the coaches
You just
later
need
on,
that drive
why didn't you do
to
that?
succeed.
And they all looked at me and said,
If you can find that, if you can find that inner motivation, you got it.
all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take
I mean,
the
don't talk
back
yourself
for the most
down. I
part.
mean,
They're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always
there's
puzzling me
you
a
that
little bit.
everybody sees, and there's you that needs to be on that field.
The keeper using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks
You'll
like
get
the
there.
leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
That's the way. Let's go.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. How about that, their quarterback? He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is
But
one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
No,
She's on like the 5th tune at
Yeah,
this point.
she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
They are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone
Okay,
here for 2
let's
more.
reenact the mercy
Will you go
rule
for 2
here.
when you're up that much?
If there wasn't before, there is now. When you do that, you've just announced to everyone, you just don't care about the other side at all. All you care about is what you're doing, and they just want to pile up points.
They did.
Right. End of game. Let's see if they even score once. Nope,
So
they didn't.
plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a
All
victory
right.
for their hometown guys.
So,
And
I
tell
want
you
to
what,
look at
Charles,
something
this
here
might be about as good as
before
it
I
gets.
show you
They
that
were
show you where that
The
video
offense
is.
was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time.
First game.
So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing,
So away games, I lose 555,000. How much do I make on? Okay.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Oh, there's a media question. We gotta answer that. Okay, at 8-0, do you feel like this is the best team in the NFL? I'm gonna go with that option. Okay, I need to go into owner mode here. Finances. Team revenue. Oh wait, that was last week. Hold on. I forgot I got advanced a week. They're rated 99. Oh, the ones that have upgrades so far. Okay, so yeah, we're making serious money. So 9.57 mil Yep. Okay. That's what I wanted to see right there. Make sure I was making enough money in my home games to offset the away games. And that's definitely happening. This is all stuff you gotta keep track of with owner mode. Is you want to make sure you're making money even if you're losing money on your away game. Because with like the away games, you don't get the concessions or the merchandise or the ticket sales. So we are doing good, very good. Okay. Home. And we are going to hit escape. Stop streaming. Alright, so let me show you this thing here real quick before we end. YouTube. Okay. Let's see here. Notification. Okay, so you've subscribed. Okay. Thanks for the subscription there, man. The team that I got on Madden you're talking about, that's out of Dublin. Dublin, Ireland. Let's see, videos. I think it's this one here. Real Men Wear Kilts TV number 21, Madden NFL 20. I believe this is the one I'm looking for. It does, and that's what makes it challenging because you got to make sure that you're making a profit. Okay, let's see what this is. Just want to make sure. I know you can't hear the audio, but okay, this is scouting. Okay, I think it's right in here where I get to pick the team's location. Okay, so London, Las Vegas, London, Mexico City, Toronto, San Antonio, Orlando, Salt Lake City, Brooklyn, Memphis, Chicago, Sacramento, Columbus, Austin, Dublin. I think I decided on Dublin at this point here. But yeah, that was basically all the teams. But like I said, they didn't offer it here. Oh, St. Louis, yeah, they offer St. Louis. Okay, so there is an option there. So you do have an option for Missouri if you want to move your favorite team to Missouri. But with that, I'm going to end it. Hope you enjoyed. Hope everybody on Twitch enjoyed. Make sure you check out Javelin. Make sure you check out Alpha Nerds Guild. And for those of you viewing over the age of 18, check out Shell Shock CBD. Use code Patrick, save yourself 10%. And with that, yeah, I'm going to call it. I don't think of anything else need to mention. Oh, for those of you over the age of 18, obviously, if you really liked what you saw here on Twitch, yeah, good night, man. Here on Twitch, you can now send me a tip if you really, really super duper liked what you saw. But the most important thing is that you hit that follow button. And those of you on YouTube and Facebook, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that share button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that follow button. That's what really, really helps me. Like I said, and if you're super impressed and want to support the channel, go ahead and go onto my Twitch page and, send me a tip if you really want to. With that, we're going to call it a night. Good night, everyone. We'll be back again Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time with another game.